What is going on, everybody? It is your boy PJ Trades. I am obviously still a little bit under the weather. We just got off a pretty solid trading session. Honestly, today, I think the theme of today's session is the word I'm thinking of is patience, because we were patient today. And I'm not even mad about the first trade we took, because that trade we took was honestly a trade I'd probably take 10 out of 10 times. It had everything that I like. And I'm going to break down what happened today on the first trade and then how we were able to secure a 100-point winner on the second trade. Okay. Because that's what defines you as a trader. If you're able to get in there, take an L, which was a small L, we were able to cut that short, wait, be patient, and execute a second trade for a big winner. That's going to separate you guys from being retail into being professional. Well, not retail, but from being a losing trader to a winning trader. So here's what we got going on here. I want to break this down and why I liked it so much. So let's just go out to the higher time frame real quick. So we were delivering out of a 4-hour gap. Okay. If we see the hold on, we need to replay this real quick. I don't know why replay bar is all tweaked out. Here was the idea. Okay. We sweep London low. We're also inside of a higher time frame PD array. Okay. We're inside of that 1-hour gap. And we're looking for a reversal out of it. Okay. So I like it. I mean, you guys know that I'm looking for this trade model out of a London low getting swept, or an Asia high or Asia low, etc. We're sweeping a major liquidity pool out of a PD array. Okay. And we're getting a V-shaped recovery from there. So you guys can all see exactly what we took. Okay. There's an inverted fair value gap right here. It retests the inversion. And we end up slamming longs, what stops below this bullish FEG, targeting up here at these relative equal, not relative equals, these external highs, and maybe even higher up here eventually. Now, higher time frame bias is bullish. Okay. We are looking for more upside. Ignore these candles because this is where current price is. But obviously yesterday we ripped like 2,000 points to the upside. We pull back and I'm still looking for higher, right? For an internal to external move. So it makes sense to want to be long still. And you could see that this trade just doesn't end up working out. It ends up going about 67 points in profit, right? And I wanted more, honestly. I really liked everything that I saw here. And let me explain why I liked it. So we get the V shape, we get the London low, higher time frame 1-hour gap is down here as well. Don't forget about that. We flip this to the upside, we invert, we retest. We even come down in here. And this has got every characteristic you would ever want from an inverted fair value gap model, right? It flips, it inverts, it retests the bullish gap it left behind to a tick, and then goes higher. And then from here, it just completely fails. Completely fails. And we end up taking a loss. I believe we cut it right here. I think I cut it right around here. I was able to take a small loss. I didn't like the way it was holding, and we cut it for a small L. But looking back on this trade, this has so much characteristics that you would normally see in a winning inverted fair value gap trade. It's just we didn't get the full follow through. The trade ends up delivering 65 points, but we don't get the full follow through, and we take a small L. Whatever, minor, part of trading. I would take that trade 10 out of 10 times. Now, moving forward, I'm going to speed up price here. We end up ignoring all of this, right? We're not getting involved in any of this. Now, this is where the patience comes in, the key word. We weren't involved in any of this, but we were very aware that this was delivering out of a 4-hour gap. Again, ignore this current price action because replay bar will not show what I'm looking at from earlier. We have to stay on the lower time frame for you guys to see that. It's very, very annoying the way this thing works. So price is chopping around here. We're inside of a 4-hour gap down here. Okay. So I like this area to start to move higher. and we end up getting a very nice breakout from here. Okay. We also get a 1 minute bullish breaker, which is right here. And on top of that, we end up getting a inverted fair value gap. So there's two setups in one. It's a 2-for-1 deal. Okay. I told everybody that I was in on the breaker. I liked the breaker idea more than the inversion because this looked really clean here. I got in right here, stopped below the breaker. TPs, we were going to run up into these relative equals here. Okay. So again, the idea, liquidity sweep down here. As you can see, money sweep. Higher time frame 4-hour gap we're in down here. Okay, so we're V-shaping out of this area, which is like, all right, looks clean. Breaker model, inverted fair value gap here. Okay. And I'm looking for an entry for higher. Now, I entered here on the break of on the higher high, which confirms the breaker. Now, watch what happens here. I know some people might have missed the entry. Market comes back into the breaker. Perfect CE of the breaker. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm actually in this trade a little bit lower here. I'm like on the, I got it around here. Retest the breaker, CE of it, and then we rip higher from there. And we end up getting a very nice, and see, this is, we didn't wait around for any of this. We were already out of this trade. Right here, 1 to 2 RR, guys. That's all we needed. And this trade ends up delivering a 124 points from the breaker. I know some people got in on the inversion, which was about 97 points, but regardless, whatever way you want to spin it, it was about an 80 to 100 point breaker long. And we were done. We scaled out of the position here, done, completely done with the day. We end up taking that small L over here, but this makes up for more than the entire trade we took on the losing side of it. And now we're very green on the day. So keyword, patience. We were patient after the first loss, didn't get chopped up, found the manipulation leg, located a breaker and an inversion, took the entry, 100 points. That's what patience looks like. A lot of people in the stream today mentioned, hey, I really, if I was trading by myself, I would have been trading this, right? You would have been chopped up in this area instead of waiting for a displacement, the pullback, and then the eventual trade setup. So in order to really flip from being unprofitable to profitable, two key things I always say is risk management and patience. You also need to have good mental, but if you don't have any risk management and you don't have any patience, the mental part, it doesn't matter. So today is a very, very, very green day after that second winning trade. And that's all you need, guys, in this market. We're in, we're out. We're not waiting around for a Trump nuclear missile to the upside. We take our profits and we exit. That is today's trade review. Have a fantastic Thursday, and I'll see you guys tomorrow on the trading floor.